3-3 record, making his way to the Fury Amateur Series stage for the first time ever. Training out there at Texas City at Species MMA. Jason Ray Gwaltney.
Yeah, Jason Gwaltney, I mean, at 3-3, started 2-0, Alex. So started off on a roll, 1-3 in his last 4 fights, which tells me one of two things. He's either taking on some really tough opponents, or he's got some significant things that he's working on that maybe haven't worked out for him in some of those fights.
Yeah, I can attest to your first theory. He did just start fighting tougher opponents. His third fight, his first loss against my guy, Jose Cordova, is fighting for the belt in our featured prelim bout tonight. So Gwaltney started undefeated and just started fighting the who's who of the amateurs here in Houston.
Jason is inside. Let's meet his opponent.
Sorry. Please welcome Isaac Carranza to the red corner.
Isaac Carranza. First time inside the Fury Amateur Series cage, riding a 1-fight win streak. And Isaac has been wanting to fight for Fury FC now for the last year. Wasn't able to, but he's finally making that debut.
Man, I tell everybody this because probably you guys get it too, but hey man, what do I have to do to get a fight on Fury? And I tell everybody that asks me that, you better watch what you ask for, because this Fury roster is no joke. So Isaac Carranza, here he is, and he's got quite a test in front of him with Jason Gwaltney.
One thing to note on this fight, you'll see it on our tail of the tape here in just a second, but Isaac did miss weight on this one, 148.4 to the height advantage going to Jason Ray Gwaltney. Reach advantage as well, but that's something to clean up for the 25-year-old Isaac Carranza.
Yeah, Gwaltney's a pretty big dude. He used to fight at 135. Has since moved up to 145. And yeah, these guys were going at it at weigh-ins yesterday too, man. There's going to be some intensity in the cage.
That's my favorite thing about weigh-ins. When there's a lot of bad blood, like when you literally get a chance to resolve this tomorrow inside the cage. Both fighters are in there. Let's get our official introduction.
The following contest, brought to you by McMillan Law Firm, is scheduled for 3 rounds in the Fury Amateur Series Featherweight Division. Introducing your first competitor, fighting out of the blue corner. This species mixed martial artist and 6 feet tall, and he weighed in at a perfect 145 pounds. Fighting out of Texas City, Texas, his amateur record stands at 3 victories, 3 defeats. Here is Jason Ray Gwaltney II. And introducing his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. This hyena Muay Thai fighter stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, and he weighed in officially at 148.4 pounds. Fighting out of Houston, Texas, he holds an amateur record of 1 victory, 1 defeat. This is Isaac Carranza. Your referee in charge of the action, Ramsey Ishak.
Ramsey Ishak inside. The featherweights ready to go at it. Blue gloves for Jason Ray Gwaltney. Red for Carranza. Some flying arsenal here to open things up for Gwaltney.
Yeah, a lot of good kicks to utilize that height advantage early on.
By the way, we go live at 4:30 p.m. Central Standard Time on UFC Fight Pass. Anthony Wint taking on Jamal Tatum. Heavyweight title on the line. And I can't wait for that one. A big brawler in Tatum taking on the freak athlete that is Anthony Wint. It's going to be a good one. Make sure you get your subscriptions in right now for UFC Fight Pass. Exclusively home for Fury FC 117. A lot of cage work right now between these featherweights. Halfway through round 1. Isaac's corner calling to get lower. Uh-oh.
He's got to be careful. His head's trapped here.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got to either address the grip or address the legs. If he addresses the legs, he can go cross body. Carranza can go to his right side. I'm sorry, his left side. Finish this double leg. He can't let him go to guard, though.
Pulling.
Yeah, he needs to turn and get his back up against the cage. Don't let him lay on the mat.
Pops his head out. Goes Carranza.
Yeah, Carranza's in a good spot to do some damage here. I never suggest pulling guard on a guillotine if you're up against the cage.
Yeah.
Just can't do anything
It's
with
really
it.
difficult.
And paid there briefly, did Gwaltney. Still has to deal with Carranza here. Back up against the cage. 7th amateur fight for Gwaltney.
Yeah, Carranza needs to center his head a little bit. He's getting a little bit too far on the other side, and that's giving Gwaltney that head. He's going to eventually give up that guillotine.
10 seconds left. All right, a lot of grueling cage work in round 1. Didn't get a chance to see too much stand up.
Yeah, I mean, I think once Isaac Carranza escaped from that guillotine, I think that little bit of damage he did there after on that ground and pound, I think that's the difference in the fight. And I think that may have won Carranza the first round.
Yeah. Those were definitely the most significant moments, especially the only damage really done.
Still to come on this prelims broadcast. 5 pro fights coming your way, including Annabelle Kelly taking on Sandy Jerez, and Kendon Kaiser taking on Carlos Jimenez. CJ back in action. That one is going to be fun.
Yeah.
I can't wait. So we've got that coming your way. Depending on time, things are subject to change here at Fury FC. Could have some swing bouts coming your way. We don't know. Let's see what the card presents itself with.
And usually on taller fighters, you're used to seeing like an average size torso and long legs. With Gwaltney, he's got short legs and an extremely long torso.
Yeah. Here comes Carranza, the neck exposed again.
This actually isn't a bad position for Gwaltney. He's got the wrong butterfly hook in, and he's getting on the other side.
Yeah, he's got to throw that right leg around the waist. This will be a little uncomfortable, but this is not going to choke anyone to sleep.
Ankle's not there.
If he can get that right leg around, though, he can stop that cross-body counter.
Now, Gwaltney thought putting his feet on the floor was going to make it tighter. It's actually the last thing you want to do.
He's going to get a reversal here as Gwaltney. Yeah, Carranza jumped the gun a little bit.
Yeah, Carranza had an opportunity there, misplayed it, and now dealing with Gwaltney. See what he can pull off here. Halfway through the round, halfway through the fight.
Yeah, that's under the chin. If he can involve his other arm, this is going to be very difficult to get out.
Oh, this is in tight. It just might be a matter of seconds that this fight could be over. It's gonna have to play really good defense. It's Carranza, Gwaltney squeezing with everything, and there's the tap. The opportunity presented itself, and there is the tap. There was bad blood at weigh-ins between these fighters, and a double bird to the crowd by Jason Gwaltney.
We need to chill the attitude out a little bit if you want to get some fans here.
Yeah. We didn't do anything wrong.
We didn't bust weight.
I mean, if there's somebody you want to shoot the double birds to, it's your opponent. But got some respect here between these competitors. You miss weight by that much, and the fight was still on. Props to Jason Ray Gwaltney. He said, hey man, let's do it. I'm not gonna be happy about it, but let's do this thing. I'm gonna go in there and still get this win, in spite of that missed weight. Good mechanics, good win. Let's make it official. Here's Wayne.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Ramsey Ishak calls for a stop to the fight. 1 minute, 58 seconds into round number 2, declaring your winner by tap out due to a rear naked choke, Jason Ray Gwaltney II.
Big win there for Jason, and with that, we are going to take our first commercial break. Gives us a chance to regroup.